Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm Alya Shelomita. I'm from Anissa Vocational High School, grade 11, Klinis, Farmasi 2. Today, I'm going to give you a short presentation about language as a means of self-expression. The purpose of this presentation is to explain language as a means of self-expression. My presentation will be divided into three parts. First one is introduction, second one is body, and the third is conclusion. Please feel free to ask during presentation. Okay, before going to the material, do you know about something that arises from biological and environmental heritage? Okay, so as I mentioned, the first thing that I'm going to talk about definition of language. Sapir's definition of language: a purely human and non-instinctive method of communicating ideas, emotion, and desires by means of a system of voluntarily produced symbols. Next, the meaning of language in life. In all of the situations in which we find ourselves in our daily lives, language allows quick and effective expression and provides a well-developed means of encoding and transmitting complex and subtle ideas. This language achieves by encoding and internalizing our thoughts. Okay, now I'd like to move on to the three kinds of language used by humans. First is spoken language. Let's take a look on the picture below. So, spoken language is a language product by articulate sounds as opposite to a written language. Many languages have no written form and so are only spoken. The second is sign language. Let's take a look on the picture below. So, sign languages, also known as sign languages, are languages that use the visual manual modality to convey meaning. Sign languages are expressed through manual articulation in combination with non-manual elements. And the third is inner language. Let's take a look on the picture below. So, inner language, the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, mental imagery of words and concepts. In this presentation, I'm also going to tell you about function of language in our daily life. First is for practical purpose, namely making contact in everyday life. Second is to attract attention of others to us, and the third is sign and technology development tools. For example, let's take a look on the picture below. Next, the meaning of language as a means of self-expression. As a tool for self-expression, a language that opens up everything that is implicit in our hearts and minds, at least to announce our existence. Let's take a look on the picture besides. After that, let's examine a language skill in more depth. The first is that language enables us to express our wishes, feelings, likes, dislikes, and ideas. Its symbolic function. So, in virtually all of the situation in which we find ourselves in our daily lives, language allows quick and effective expression and provides a well-developed means of encoding and transmitting complex and subtle ideas. This language achieved by encoding and externalizing our thoughts. Let's take a look on the picture beside. Next, let's take a look on the picture above. The second example language is the way to express ourselves is we write in a book to express our wishes, feelings, likes, dislikes, and ideas. Let's take a look on the picture below. After that, the third, so the way that we share ourselves is known as self-expression, and it turns out there are a lot of ways to do it. Language is just to express ourselves. Let's make our self-expression. Let's know and learn the kinds of language. Let's take a look on the picture below. Okay, now I'd like to conclude that in all of the situation in which we find ourselves in our daily lives, language allows quick and effective expression as a tool for self-expression, a language that opens up everything that is implicit in our hearts and minds. Okay, that's all about my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.